Morning, y'all. Welcome back to the vlog. So it's time to get ready for church. And let me just tell you, I am not on the struggle bus this morning, but I'm getting there. I've started a little bit of intermittent fasting. Well, I've started intermittent fasting. And my eating window is 11 to 7. I'm going to look in my little mirror right here while I'm trying to get dressed. And I've been doing fine on it. But I take supplements at night before I go to bed. And I took my supplements last night about 10 o'clock. So my stomach was pretty empty because I did not eat a lot. Even though I'm intermittent fasting, I'm only eating like 2 meals. Whatever that first meal is at 11, and then somewhere before 7 o'clock, I'll eat again. I'm not snacking. And when I tell you that my stomach was not well, I think it was just, taking those supplements. I take a ProBio 5 and I take a Bio Cleanse just to help with some digestion. But whatever didn't work out well with my stomach last night, I was up probably until about 5 a.m. Sick. Just sick. And no fun for anybody, especially me. So I'm not contagious or anything because nobody else in the house is sick. I know exactly what it was. I didn't have anything really on my stomach because I'm only eating 2 meals. I'm not having snacks. Most people are like, well, if your eating window is between this and this, you can eat whatever you want between these hours. And I just don't think about it like that because I'm usually trying to do 50 other things, and eating is not on my main priority list of things. I already don't love intermittent fasting because I don't like restricting my eating hours because sometimes I don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I'm thinking about food, my eating hours are over. So it goes back to this whole healthy relationship with food, right? That some of us just don't have. Or it's healthy to us. It may not seem healthy to somebody else. Food is one of those things. Definitely seek a nutritionist if you're trying to find healthy balance for your body. I think that's what I'm trying to find at 40 plus, is a healthy balance for my body. Anyway, I'm getting ready for church. And of course, it is time to check my Dossier colognes, right? Because they sent me 2 more. So this morning, I have the Fruity Neroli, which is a dupe for the Giorgio Armani My Way. Top notes, bergamot, neroli, blackcurrant, strawberry. The middle notes are jasmine, tuberose, and orange blossom. Your base notes are vanilla, musk, and cedarwood. Let me smell this one. That's pretty light smelling. One of the things that I noticed when my sister was helping me at the last one, we were going back look because my sister's a perfume person. Some of these are unisex. Some of them are for men and women, and some are just for women, and some are just for men. The second one is a floral honeysuckle. This is a dupe for the Gucci Bloom. Oh, I like that. That's definitely a woman's scent. Top notes are green leaves, orange, and honeysuckle. Your middle notes are jasmine, sambac, tuberose, and your base notes are orris, sandalwood, and vanilla. So Dossier, of course, is a company where you can order their dupes for your most favorite name brand perfumes. And they're a fraction of the price, between $29, I think, and $39. It is an online subscription. Gotta hit all the highlights, honey. Gotta get all the places. But this is a nice one. This is floral honeysuckle. I like this one. And of course, I'm just, like I said, getting ready for church this morning. But there'll be links in the description box below if you want to try Dossier. They send you this in the box, and then it also sends you the notes. It sends you what it's a dupe of, and then it tells you about their mission. So their mission is to deliver the highest quality luxury-inspired fragrances at a fair price giving you the freedom to explore new scents. It's kind of, that's, I think, the thing that I love is specifically when you paying 50, 60, 70, 100 and more dollars for a scent, you feel married to it. Like you really can't get rid of this one easy. And when you're talking about $29, even though that's a little high still for some people, I could justify buying something different at that price than I could at $100, $150, $200 cologne. And some of these colognes, name brand, are those prices. I just couldn't justify that on my budget, what I make. And then, you know, I can order something new a couple times a year. Even if I don't do it every month, I could still do it a couple times a year. So I'm just setting my, I put a little bit of my matte poreless on, and I use 2 colors only because I couldn't find the right matte shade online. I ordered them from Amazon. So anywho, y'all, that's what we got. This usually doesn't take very long to do if I can find my stuff I'm looking for. That ain't it. I'm looking for eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. Oh, here. I got too much stuff. That's the problem. Like, who says they have too much makeup? But the truth is, the truthy truth of the matter is Shakema got too much stuff going on. And I need to downsize again. Of course, I'm home for the summer, so summer projects, of course, are getting done. What time is it, y'all? 8:48. 48, babe? Mm-hmm. Okay. I do very little when I'm getting dressed. Most people think it's a big production. It's only that because I'm talking to you. Can somebody grab my makeup case, please? Where is it? In my purse. Just my little small makeup bag. I love a liquid eyeliner. I have yet to be able to figure out how to do wings and all that fancy stuff. And then the really truth of the matter is I'm just not that fancy, so I do what I can do. And I live that life, right? I don't make it overly complicated for myself because I don't have time, right? I have to, one of the things I think with people specifically, for me, I'm going to speak for me, is my time. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to, I just don't. I like to do what is quick for my time frame because I'm usually moving between 3 and 4 and 5 different projects at the same time. So it's not within my eating hours right now, but in order to settle my stomach out a tiny bit, this is some broth that I'm just having a little broth. There's nothing in it. There's no like veggies or doodankles or anything. It's just broth. I said, well, let me just try that with a little bit of salt to see if that would help settle out my stomach. Thank you, Bubba. I appreciate it. Now, will you look over there and give me my bangle, my gold bangle? It's inside the jar, babe. And then a pair of gold earrings. I'm just looking for a little bit of mascara that was in this bag. All right, that's pretty much the sum total of that. What makes me dressed are my accessories. I always feel like that. So I'm doing gold tones with this green today. Green is the color for the band this morning. So I'm doing gold accessories. I'm wearing black pants. And I got a pair of shoes from the Goodwill. And then, did I not have a necklace?
Where?
See one?
This one?
It's gold. I need gold tones, babe.
This one?
Let me see it. You see the blue?
Yes.
I'm wearing green. And I made a mistake.
This one?
I'll take it. Easy fix, though. Easy fix. I just went outside the lines. Put yourself back in the lines. That's a matte. And then I'm going to put on top of it a little bit of gloss.
Hey.
And now I am done with makeup. I'm done with smells. So again, check out the link in the description box below for Dossier if you're interested. It will be down there. I have enjoyed all the scents that I have gotten or received from them. I think it's always fun to try new things. And I'm not one that, remember I told y'all, I don't traditionally wear perfume because of my asthma. The asthma, it was a long time before I even wore deodorant. I mean, I'm just being really honest because it would flare my asthma up. Now I'm perfect. I do wear deodorant. But when I was younger, because the asthma was worse. Again, I'm just trying to get something in my body because here's this, literally have been throwing up since about 11 o'clock last night until about 5 a.m. this morning. Those supplements. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my supplements with my last meal. I'm going to take them with my last meal. I'm going to back 2 of those out and just take the 2. I take magnesium as well and my blood pressure pill. So like I said, I just shocked my body and it didn't love it. I'm going to go get my hair done real fast. I just washed it and put a little something on it. Kids and I got to go. Okay, so I recently just put a relaxer in. Y'all know when I do a relaxer, it makes me have curly hair. So one of the things I don't like about my hair when it's growing out is the in-between stage. It's like people who have locks, that in-between stage is hard. It's the same for me because my hair looks dull sometimes. So I just did a relaxer. It was a home relaxer. I won't tell you what I use because I'm not influencing anybody to go out there and burn their scalp out. I do what I do over here for me. But I will tell you what this is. This is Jamaican castor oil, softener, detangler, and style leave-in conditioner. I was putting this on Alana's hair. My bottle shrunk. See if I can untwist it. Will it go back out? It will not. Anyway, I like my hair to look moist. Then I'm using some of this Clear Shine formula, this leave-in foam. It's a wrap lotion, but it's a foam. I need to go find mousse is what I need to find, and I didn't find that at the store that I went to the day I went looking. So, and I just put generous amounts on my hands because I want to make sure that I get all of my hair in there. Now, I don't like a white look, but I do have to moisturize this in. And you'll see that it begins to pop your curls out, or at least mine, right? When I have longer hair, the relaxer relaxes my hair, although it's still always curly. I just left that plastic cap on while I was getting my makeup on because I want to make sure that I keep my hair moist. Now, as the day goes on, my hair will dry, so it won't look white, but I'm getting ready to go to church and I don't have time for the dry look. And then I'm using this S-Curl Curl and Wave Gel Activator on top. It is blue. And again, I just work it through and it pops my curls out. And I do have some longer pieces that is growing out now. So they look like kind of wispies, which I don't love. So again, that's that in-between stage, right? And then I just finger comb. I gotta look over here so I can see what I'm doing, y'all. I always like to have some kind of little part, and I always push any hair behind my ear. I like to make it as full as possible. And like I said, as it dries, it'll do what it does. Okay. Wash my hands. Quick cleanup. Because I'm in here, no need to leave stuff, right? So I use three things. Three things are going back under the sink. I forgot to spray some oil. I usually would do a little spray oil, but see those little flyaways bother my spirit. They bother me. Y'all pray for a saint. Okay. All right, time for church.
Just to bow down before your throne, see your face, I cry out because you're holy, holy, holy are you, Lord. Jesus, King of kings, majesty. Worthy, Lord, in the midst of the Lord, sing once more. Worthy, Lord, forever.
Morning, y'all. So it's the next day. It's Monday, May 13th, I think. Yeah. So I'm out walking. It's my first walk of the day. I always try to be out early, but it is 8:30, 8:25. Usually try to be out before now, but I have a 45-minute walk. It's gonna be hot. This afternoon, I'm gonna go to the gym. Alana has dance class. So I'm gonna go to the gym this afternoon. I'm trying to get y'all out of this sun. It's not real helpful. But getting my workout in. This is day 28 of the 75 hard. And I'm out here doing what it do. Anywho, the sun is pretty bad, so I'll chime back in with y'all when I have walked after I've finished and I've got some inside housework stuff to do. So I'll check back in then. All right, y'all, I'm back from my walk, and I just sat down real quick to check some comments on a video that I just put up. So I'm going to take 5 minutes to check comments. Then there are 3 things I got to get done this morning. The first thing is I got to get my kitchen cleaned. There were dishes in the dishwasher last night that did not get empty, so the dishes are now in the sink. Alana is working this morning, so it's the first day of her full-time working. She's working 5 days. She gets 2 days off. So I've got to pick her up, but I got to get the dishes washed. I've got to get my bed made and my bedroom cleaned, my bathroom cleaned. Oh, and laundry has to be moved over. Alana set the laundry before she left. So I'm just going to put it in the dryer and get it folded. Jackson and I will do that. So I'm just going to take a few minutes to get this done. And then I am going to get all those things done. Tonight is Daughters of Grace, and I do have to get my chapter read. I'm on chapter 11. I'm reading this book in 2 different groups. So I'm on 2 different, because we start at different time. we start at 2 different times. So I am on God Reveals Himself, His Purposes, and His Ways, chapter 11 with my Daughters of Grace. And then on Saturday, we're on chapter 8 with my Titus 2 women. So we're reading both the same book, but we just started at different times. So I've got to get my chapter read, got to get some writing done. I do have to figure out how to register my ministry with the state of North Carolina. So that's on my list of things to do today. I've got to get that done so that anybody who wants to donate to First Love Ministries will be able to get like a tax deductible receipt at the end of the year. So I need to get that done. Yeah. A couple things. I'm going to grab a shower. I want to clean first before I grab my shower. I'm going to clean the inside of the shower after I shower, but I'm going to get the dishes done, sweep the kitchen, wipe the counters down. I'm going to put the misters on, light some candles, put the mister on in here, make the bed. I'm going to vacuum, clean the toilet and the sinks and the tub. Couple things, lots to get done, but I did 45 minutes, a couple miles. I can't remember. I just took a quick clip with my camera. Anyway, let me get these comments answered, responded to, then get my day started. Y'all, I'm outside.
My you're at the hardware store.
Where's the hardware store?
Yes.
Outside.
Everything is outside, technically, by that logic.
It's in a building. We're inside.
I'm using that logic. We at Lowe's and these people are bothering
So
my
that means that
entire
when we're in the
spirit.
house, we're always outside. We don't have to go outside.
We inside the house.
Look, these are cute little locky
But
things.
Mom, you said we're outside.
What are they, Alana?
You won't let us unlock it.
Cute little locky thingies.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get out much. Y'all, somebody
Mom,
come get
I
these
did
kids.
Get out.
Today was Alana's
Our
first
car's
day.
stopped.
What was it, your first day up, sister?
Working.
Working what?
A job.
You've been working a job forever. Working what? Say it with me. Full time. Working full time.
To adopt me and take me away from my mother, I cost $59 a month, not including meals and what was it?
Why do you need to be taken away from your mother?
Because you're giving me away, right?
When did I say that?
Oh, she
They
probably
said
said
take
that
these
sometime.
kids away. Somebody could get you internet receipt.
Somebody come get your internet niece and your
Buy one,
nephew.
get one free.
Buy one, get one. They make me sound so bad.
He's very aggressive, but once you get to know him, he likes you.
He likes people he likes. Now, if he don't know you, he don't like you. Child, we outside. Okay,
Now
we
we're
came to return some. I got some things to put at the end of your gutters where the water, so to keep your dirt from getting splashed away when it rains. They didn't fit. So I had to bring those back.
A car drives up in your driveway there.
What you mean?
Ruin the thingy because the...
It won't go that.
It doesn't go that far.
Well, what if the people just scoot up real close?
Hey, who coming? Who?
I'm just saying.
You know,
I'm
these
saying.
parts jet out. They can't get that close.
Okay. So we have about an hour before Alana's dance class because I'm not going all the way home and coming all the way back. So we're going to Walmart and just see what they have over in the land of Walmart world.
I really feel Walmart today.
Well, baby, you don't have to feel it, but we're going. And I got to go to the restroom anyway. I got to finish drinking my water. Jackson and I are going to the gym after we take Alana to dance. Alrighty, you guys, it has been many days since I posted that, since I finished that vlog. This is, again, one of the reasons why I don't vlog. I always forget to finish the vlog. So, anywho, there it is. I'm getting ready to get up and walk. I like to walk before I go shower and walk, and then we're going to water the garden. Then I'll shower, get my life together, because we've got some traveling going on. We got some travel plans, and we're getting ready to be out of town. So I will try to bring you along on that journey because we'll do my best. I'm always somewhere mid whatever, and I'm like, oh, I should have vlogged that. That would have been vlog worthy. But I typically forget. So anywho, let me go live my best life. I got a couple things I got to get done. I need to be out of here in the next 30 minutes to get my walk started. 45-minute walk. Then we're going to water the garden. We may pick some veggies today. We don't know. We'll see what we got out there. But we're going to get a few things done. So anywho, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.